again, it's not ridiculous because it's Samhain, Halloween, a lot of energy's about, a lot of stuff going about with what's going about and what's going to be going about. So that is no surprise. Thought I'd be drinking out my witchy cup, witch's brew. Thought I'd put my witch earrings on. Hi Sue. I'll just wait for a few more people to come in. Don't know if that light's a bit too bright actually. Oh, while we're all waiting, I best just show you my put a few candles on in honour of, you know, those that have passed over to a different form, ancestors and all that, having a quiet one. And then me and little Finn, hi Jojo Edwards, me and little Finn decided to do a trumpkin. This is a trumpkin. It's a pumpkin, but it's a trumpkin. If you're not into trumpets, all right, but we are, so, you know, don't know if you can see. Tried my best. That's like his hair, his big flick, and that's the best I could do. But, yes, we've got a trumpkin. That might trigger a few people. But, yes, we've got that going on. The trumpkin down there. The trumpkin. I thought it was quite funny. Oh, maybe it's this light as well. Is it this light? Is that a bit better? I haven't got a clue. Thought I'd put a bit of sparkle on, seeing as it's Halloween. That's well too bright. Just let me see. Oh no, no. I have to put the lights on. That's just ridiculous. Can't sit in my usual place because YouTube are not letting me go on my tablet or my computer, so I thought I'd just come and sit on the couch on my phone and just have a little chat, see what's what. Hair keeps sticking to my eyes because I've got glitter glue on my eyes and my fringe is sticking to that, so that's probably going to be happening. But it's only going to be a little chat, obviously, because I can't stay on my phone for ages. Yeah, I got a trumpkin. How many people is that going to trigger? A trumpkin? My son said, can we do a trumpkin pumpkin? I went, we can do a trumpkin pumpkin. Yes, your mother can carve a trump in the pumpkin. So now it's a trumpkin. So I think every year we should just celebrate the trumpkins. There's a good one. So, yes, I'm looking very sparkly. It's Halloween. Thought I'd come like a bit white witchy, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of dark witches going about at the minute with a lot of dark energies, and that's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? With a lot of well, because of what's going on, it's the election, isn't it? So we've got Boris Horace Badongus, whatever his name is. Hi Revel, great, yeah. You know, UK in lockdown for a month. I don't take no notice of it really because they're trying to push fear. Also, I do think there's another side of it. If you go and listen to Charlie Freak, who's done a really good video, I'm not showing it on here because I can't really, with a lady called, I think it was Alpha Sonin or something like that. Really lovely lady. She also mentioned Paul Boys. Paul Boys is the guy that I shouted out, who lives in my area, that I'm friends with on Facebook, who's doing the protests, and he's doing one in Manchester in a week or so. You know, he's into Q, knows what Trump is, knows what the story is all behind that. So that was really good. And Charlie Freak was just talking about like a lot of how the latest one he did with her, a lot of how I see it with people not realising, you know, when people going about, oh, he's going to be bringing the military in and this, that and the other, or Trump's going to bring the military in. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens there, won't we? Might need the military in because I think a lot of people are going to use the shit. They're going to lose the shit. Wouldn't you riot if you found out it's a pandemic, like most of us know, and all the other things that are going to be coming out over the next couple of days, weeks, into next year, over the years, but the main stuff will be coming out so people can actually see that they've been lied to. And that is why Q did say, you can't tell the people, you've got to show the people. So it will be coming out on the news. Things will be falling down. That's why they're pushing the Borat film. That Borat film was very quickly made for a reason against Rudy Giuliani. And also, you know, a lot of films are going up, hi Robert, on Netflix. Not, you know, because people say, no, it's because, you know, it's because of it's because of the lockdown, you know, the actors, probably not a lot of the actors. Sean Connery died as well. I was like, can't remember if he was on the good side or not side. But I think it was Mel Gibson's been talking out. We all know he's good. With Kirstie Alley, she's always supported Trump. So, you know, more and more, I think Little Wayne's come out. More and more will come out as we know what's happening. A lot of them will feel safer about talking about what's happened to them and how also they were abused and manipulated in the industry, as we all know. Because Sean was in Red October. Nice one, Revel. Red October. We know we've been in that, and we know what's been going on with Red October. But before I get into some of that stuff, like I said, you can go and check Charlie Freak out. Also, hi Fox Acid. Also, I mean, it's getting exciting, isn't it? Whatever happens, because we know that side are going to try and lie. We know they're going to try and push Antifa. We know they're going to do the stuff that they always do. Also, I just want to say to all in chat, right, I'm going to play a video of someone else who's got they've got a good following, and he's a really good guy. Some people out there, you know, these people who've been trolling me, you know, don't like this guy. They think they're deceiving, like they think everyone's deceiving. They think Charlie Ward's deceiving. They think Charlie Freak's deceiving. They think Sasha Stone's deceiving. They think Magenta Pixie's deceiving. They think I'm deceiving. Just because we all don't agree on similar things is basically Trump and Q. It's ridiculous. But just go over to, I can't show you, but you can listen to what he says. The lovely Ralph from Infinite Waters. Now, this is what I've always tried to do, despite what people are trying to say out there, you know, making silly little videos that don't add up and all that palaver. Yeah, the haters are going to hate, exactly. So, I've got a live stream saying I'm live streaming when I'm not on that one. So, let me see. Infinite Waters. Right. So, Infinite Waters, and I'm going to ask you a question in a minute. Right, he's put one up called I'm Shaking Right Now. It's about to get scarier. You know he's not scared and he's not in fear. A lot of people are in fear, but we're not in fear. Hi Dee. Hey everybody. PooTube. Didn't know. PooTube. Oh, that's a good one, Andy. PooTube. PooTube. I've tried to get on my tablet. It's not coming up that I can film live anymore. That's why I'm on my phone. I went to my computer. Wouldn't let me do it. So I thought I'd come in here now. Ralph off Infinite Waters, let's just listen, because I can't show you what he's saying at the beginning. And then I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Right, let's get that stupid advert off. Right, listen to this.
Other people, they're afraid of...
Right, hang on.
The what?
Listen to this.
When you are no longer in fear, you are free. Early slow motion deep divers. I said, when you are no longer in fear, you are free. This is the day where a lot of people watch a lot of horror films, horror movies.
I don't.
They're afraid. They're very afraid. Then they realize, wait a minute. I'm actually living in a horror movie itself right now. Oh my gosh.
It's like The Purge.
You see, deep divers,
literally,
when people
it's like The Purge.
Message me, so many people, thousands.
Now listen to what he says. Then I'm going to ask you a question. And for all of you who've just come in just before I play it again, if you've just come in, it's Halloween. That's why I've got glitter on my eyes. And we made a Trumpkin today. Not a pumpkin, we're Trumpkin. So just switch the lights down a little bit. Trumpkin. Finn said, let's make a Trumpkin. Instead of a pumpkin, that's the Trump. See, he's got a bit of a quiff going across. Oh yeah, Trumpkin. We're trumping Halloween. That's how it always should be. So, just had to show that. So, let's go again. So, I want you to listen. Let me know if you can listen. Thank you. And then I'm going to ask you a question. So let's listen to the lovely Ralph of Infinite Waters.
You always say, Ralph, after I finish watching any one of your videos, I feel calmer, happier. I have no more fear. I feel free. Thank you so much. And that's my intention when I make these videos. I don't have to make videos deep divers, but I love to do it because I know how many people depend on me for just moving into that higher frequency and vibration. I love to do it. And I got a shout out to everybody who's doing that right now, who's taking time out of their own schedule to share with people, who's taking time out of their own schedule to help uplift people. I'm doing it, but I don't have to do this. I'm choosing to do that. So always remind yourself, deep divers, give thanks, because anybody right now who's helping you move into a higher vibration and frequency is a gift. I'm shaking right now because of what I just heard. I got a whole long message, deep divers.
He's got a message, but I know what he's talking about. So, Ralph, it will be buffering. They're trying to do the worst. I can't get on my tablet and I can't get on my computer. Ralph just said, it's the frequencies and the energies. 7 thumbs up. Ralph just said, he doesn't have to come on YouTube and put the messages out that he does, but he wants to. He knows he's helping raise people's vibrations. Yeah, you won't get a notification. People's vibrations, because he gets lots of emails and lots of messages. And give thanks to the people that come on YouTube helping to raise your vibration, especially in these times right now. He doesn't have to do it. I don't have to do it. I don't have to spend my time coming on here. Yeah, I can't do anything about the buffering. It's YouTube messing about. On here, like I have done for the past, 5 years, doing what I do, despite whether you're supportive of Trump or you're into Q or you're not into Q, the whole intention of why I'm on here. Now, but I do because I'm a sensitive person. I've got a lot of empathy. I'm a Piscean. We are like that anyway. Doesn't mean people aren't, but I've always been like that. And I know it's needed. And I know it's needed for this time. Thank you, Laurie. So what I'd like to ask you all in chat, and I know what you're going to say, because I know what my intentions are. What do I bring? This isn't to rub my ego like some people had said. I just want to know, genuinely, what do I bring to you when you watch me? You don't have to be into Trump or Q, but the actual, what am I bringing? Am I bringing fear? Am I bringing hate? I would just like to know out of people's own words, because I'm not putting words in nobody's mouth. I would just genuinely like to know, so the people out there can see what it is, because there's a lot of people putting crap out at the minute, especially about me, not just me, other people. This goes on, a lot of dark going about because of the dark times when people are confused, and I can see that and I understand that, but people should go into people's chats and listen to people and actually look back at the stuff I've done and look in the chats and look what a beautiful chat we have. So I'd like all of you, if you can, just put what it is and I'll just read them out. Hi, Miss Dolly. Hi, God bless. Thank you. Thank you for your effort, Dolly. Thank you, Andy. Comfort off Robert. Thank you. Listen to Dolly. She is a natural, loving and truth-speaking being. Thank you. I'm not saying I've got it all right, but I try to bring, what I see and my experiences. JP, peace, love and positivity. Kindness, positivity, calmness, love. Always hope for a song from you. Yeah, singing. Good vibes, hope. I'd like to think one of them is a positive vibe of hope. And I don't mean false hope, because a lot of people are talking about that. I mean faith in, we can see, open source, rational. Thank you. Griffiths, is it? Because like I said, I don't have to be on here doing this. I could just think, evening sunshine, hello, teaching how to, you're bringing your perspective about everything. We are pretty much looking at things the same way. We all gravitate to each other because we are all looking for the same thing. Thank you, Fox Acid. That's got to be like a really good comment, because what's going on now, think for ourselves. Yeah, what's going on now is what a lot of people don't get in the so-called YouTube community, and I'll say it as it is, and the people who've been trolling me think that they're the only ones that are allowed to be awakened. Just like Fox Acid said, it's other people's perspectives all coming together, and you've just said you're bringing your perspective about everything. We are pretty much looking at the same things. a lot of people are looking at the same things because a lot of people are searching, they're looking. Doesn't matter when you woke up. We're all looking at the same things because we all know something's going on, and we all gravitate to each other, like Fox Acid said, because we're all looking for the same thing. You all start looking, and everyone starts going to certain things, and they start going down the so-called conspiracy routes of those holes, and they all come up the other end. Basically, I think going through the whole hero's journey of you finding your higher self and all the experiences. And it's quite similar because it's a similar bloody story. We're all going through the hero's journey. Doesn't matter where you're getting your information from, Harry and Mary, higher astrophy, where you're getting it from, what books you're looking at. And all these people say on that side, oh, regurgitating, looking at videos, looking at books. It's funny that because you're looking at books and videos and putting other people's videos out there. So, you know, it's funny how people have to have a go at people who are just doing what they did and what many others are doing now. Loving you. Yeah, I got that on for Halloween sparkly eyes. Your heart is good and your intention is good. I've not been here long, but I can see you. Your true friends here can see this. Anyone? Yes, thank you, Andy. And it's nice when people do come in and they've not been on my channel long. And, you know, I've evolved a lot over the channel. And that's another problem for people. It's like, you know, there is good, bad, and there is true evil. Yes, there is. And there are the bar stewards that have been bringing mayhem and misery to the countless. Like, yeah, true. Play the ball, not the man. Yeah. And it's like, when I first came on YouTube, thank you, I've not even done nothing with him, you know. When I first came on YouTube, I've had many different looks, many different hair, because of my hairstyles and stuff like that. That isn't to go after anyone about, you know. I've always near enough done my cards now and again, my tarots and my oracles. That's just a thing for me because that's what I'm into. You know, and stuff like that. And the physical thing of me changing my hair when I want, I do what I want anyway. I don't listen to what anyone tells me to do. Evolving that way. And I've also evolved in what I talk about because that's how you evolve. I'm not going to stay as what I was when I first came on YouTube talking about the same things. I enjoy your positive attitude, your calmness, your friendly chat manner. I enjoy it. Thank you, Jojo. You know, and I know Sue Clark, who comes in, she's been with me since the beginning. So I know if people go and look back at all my videos, and there's hundreds of them, so I don't expect you to, no matter what I was talking about at the time, you know, I used to talk about makeup and little bits of bobs, and then I got sick of that. Wasn't what I was here to do. I knew that. That's why I didn't do a lot of them. I was finding myself. I was trying to find myself. But I always came with a positive outlook. And there's Sue Clark now, and she's put, yes, you've always inspired me. So, you know what I mean? Just like Ralph Smart said, I think it's Ralph Smart, I'm not sure. Ralph said on Infinite Waters, if there are people that are uplifting you and inspiring you and putting positive vibes out, it doesn't matter if I'm talking about Q or Trump, that's what it's about. So when other people are trying to bring other people down, that is not a form of lifting people up. I can talk about these people who are doing this because they are the people that have been putting things out, and they should expect something back if they're going to put something out. You know, being spiritual doesn't mean you're a doormat. Some people expect you to be a doormat, and you shouldn't say something because it's lowering your vibration. My vibration isn't lowered, as you can see. I'm smiling. I'm quite happy with my life because that life of that it doesn't enter my realm. So yeah, 3 days to go. So just trying to say, you know, these people need to look at what they're doing. They should be more concerned with lifting people up right now, not trying to fight in apparently a so-called community. That's not the community I want to be in. I choose my own community, my own tribe, and the own people I want to be with. As I've said before, because this person is probably watching, I do not want to know you. I don't want to be a part of your so-called community, your community. I am not interested. Yet again, I will say it again. I am not interested. I'm not interested in your silly videos you're putting up. I am not interested. All I'm interested in is raising people's vibrations. Because I know it's needed at this time. And I'll tell you a true story right now. I know somebody close to me who's lost somebody a couple of days ago that took their own life. There's a lot of people confused right now with what's going on. And then there's people like this that do this. They don't know what's going on in people's heads. Just like this person doesn't know what's going on in mine. So this needs to stop because it's wrong. And that person probably needs help as well. But when there's stuff going on like this, because the world's in turmoil at the minute with all the stuff that's going on, because there's all, the so-called pandemic, this, that, and the other, and everything that's going on that we all know about, and everyone's trying to find truth out, this, that, and the other, it's not a time for doing that, especially with what's going to come out soon. Yes, thank you, JP. What's going to come out soon? An selection, no matter how they're going to do it. You know what I mean? Yes, it is. No, she's not going to red pill the world. And this is what I'll say to these people, because I know they watch to see what I'm saying, to go and put a video up. These people, so-called awake, I'm not saying they're not awake. They've had good videos of what we all know. People going about, if you've been down the flat earth realm, if you've been down the Antarctic stuff, or petrified this, or giants, or energy, all that stuff that we all know, yeah. Most of us go through when you go through your little journey of truth. And then they go on about, this is what they've said. These people think they're awake because they've just woke up to the fact there's paedophilia and there's child trafficking. No. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. I can never say it. Halloween. Yeah. That we've just woke up to that. We haven't just woke up to that. We might have woke up to it, but it's far beyond that. And it's not actually, the Great Awakening's not actually that. A lot of people know that. A lot of people know all the stuff, It's the fact that the Great Awakening is that they're going for the people that are doing this worldwide. These people sit there and say, oh, well, we've known about this for ages. We've been shouting out about, we've been doing the work. We've been calling these paedophiles out. We've been doing this. Yeah, well, you who've been doing it, yes, there is a lot of people that have done good work doing that. There's a lot of people who are like, the paedophile hunters, and they've gone after people. But the thing is, you can't do it on a world scale. You haven't got the money or the people behind you. You haven't got the military behind you anyway. There's the difference. It's worldwide on a mass scale. So all these people who are like, what was it said ages ago in that book that I read out about, there's no room for ignorance and this, that, and the other. They're not going to do it. This is why this whole thing came out, to get patriots and people around the world shouting out about it. So when these people are slagging people off because some people have just woke up, so they're going protesting about it, and they're laughing at people as if to say, oh, they've just woke up. What does it matter if they've just woke up? They need to wake up. That becomes a Great Awakening. Deep state is globally networked, so must be the removal process. Yeah, and this is about the removal process. And this is what these people don't get. So they go and put links on the channel about, look at this, and look how Dolly's deceiving, but look at this, and then put a link up to some guy called Cohen's I don't even know what his name is. Someone from a channel called Lifting the Veil, who's done a piece on Q saying it's not real and it's deceptive. Well, that's their perception, and that person who wrote that's their perception. That isn't evidence that the Q alliance is fake. It's just ridiculous, really ridiculous. But like I say, do these people really think that they can go for it worldwide? Do they really think they've got the money and the backup of the military? Have these people who say this, they should be happy that the world's waking up and happy that people are protesting, because this is happening anyway, whether people protest or not. People like to feel they're doing something. So all that is just, no one left behind. Let's get the book. Let's read it out. So these people who go, oh, I know. We've been doing it. Look at these people. It's just ridiculous. It's a plan that came in years ago. And it's been going for years, because they've had to catch these people. They've had to get everything in place for when it happens. They've had to get military. They've had to get the justice system right, because we all know the justice system's corrupt. And it's not everybody in the justice system. It's not everybody in the government. Not every actor, every celebrity, I should say. So let's read it out, if anyone remembers this. Lots of True for Citizen journalists shut down. Yeah, well, I couldn't get on my laptop. I couldn't get on my computer, so now I'm on my phone. And then they think I'm a shill because I'm on YouTube. I'm not monetized. And they think I'm a paid shill. and they can't understand why some big channels have gone down. Well, that's that side taking them down, but they're not going to take you down because, you know, future proofs past. So I just have to put it out there. Right, let's read it out. Right, so this was, if anyone remembers this, this is how it was said. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, which, I mean, you know, people believe in aliens and this, that, and the other, but they can't actually believe that someone might have staged a death. Do you know what I mean? Loads of people do it all the time. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. Penance is coming. Oh, I bet General Flynn, yeah. Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. And even us lot who like to think we know, we don't know. Just saying. If you knew, you would never sleep. And my fella said to me last night, you know, I sense you're always awake, like you don't sleep. I said, I don't ever feel like I do sleep. Those who know don't sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no room, this is it, there's no room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. These people think the self-important. I've known since so many years ago. I've been shouting out about this. I've been shouting out about paedophilia. Yeah, well, not on a mass scale, you haven't. So just saying. Oh, okay, Len, thank you. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There is no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, well, I would. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. Right? So to all these people who were shouting out, they knew so many years ago, and they were shouting out about paedophilia, and it was very good for you. We're not in that time now. We're in a mass awakening, and that is what's happening. Because if you haven't looked around to these people who are naysayers, the world's awakening. You know, it doesn't matter how they woke them up. Some people woke up years ago. Some people woke up with this. Some people woke up with that. Some people woke up with Q. Some people are waking up in the pandemic because that's woke them up. You know what I'm saying? So people really need to get a grip of themselves, because these people out there, these elitists, the evil ones, they are psycho-narcissists. A lot of people out there are psycho-narcissists, psychotic narcissists. And like I said, we all know what the TV is. The TV is. Trying to find it again to get the right words. Television, as we all know, televising vision. 1950s, alpha state hypnosis. Hypnosis. That's what they use. We all know they use hypnosis. That's what they say about MK Ultra. Hypnosis. People are hypnotised. They watch the TV and they're hypnotised. A lot of these people who think they're really awake, half of them are asleep to what's going on now. Maybe not what was going on years back, because yes, my son tried to wake me up 20 years ago, but I wasn't ready to. That's what I mean. A lot of people weren't ready to. A lot of people are ready now, but there's a mass awakening. It has to happen. Happy full blue moon. Halloween. I'll be looking for the orbs after, don't worry. I'll be having a nosy. There is no ego where we are now. No. People say that, and they say that about me, and it's like twisted. I only woke up in January. I feel bad for myself for not seeing things for myself until then. But everyone is in different stages. Yes, they are, Andy, and that's a really good comment. Actually waking up is more important than when it happened. More important than when it happened. It is, and that's the most important thing. It's not this, oh, I woke up so many years ago. I woke up so I know better than you. No. It's brilliant that you're just waking up at all. And there is different stages. And what people don't realise is that it had to come in different stages, because, like I said, if the whole world woke up so many years ago, whenever, because of how you do wake up, you get quite angry. It wouldn't have worked. It's going to be like the purge. It's going to be the purge next when this second lot wake up. But this is for good. This is for keeps. It just wouldn't have happened. It'd be like the purge. Everyone would be going around. That's why when they say about the military's coming in and everyone's going to freak out, I believe the military's coming in because really, underneath it all, they have to come in because when the people try and find the truth, when the people find the truth out, what's coming, they're going to be rioting. Never mind about rioting about when they find out pandemic was exactly what I said, a pandemic. All the other stuff, they're going to be rioting. So the military are going to have to come in. Other people will be going, no, they're not. The military are coming in to take you to FEMA camps because we're all on the New World Order. The New World Order, we were already living in it. We were already in the New World Order. Hillary was going to cap it off, but thank God she didn't get in. Thank God she didn't get in. That's what people need to understand. Yeah, exactly. You're saying, yes, it caused a lot of pain for 3 months, intensely stayed out of the rabbit holes. Yeah, you do have to stay out of them. You have to come back up to get myself. Yeah, and that's why I said, Andy. Yeah, Hillary, exactly. That's why I said, when you first wake up, you go through all the angry stages, the heartbreak, the anger. Everyone goes through it, those people before us. And then you come out, and that's why I say don't stay down the rabbit holes. The rabbit holes were there to show you what's been going on, what people don't believe is going on in the world, when it is, and it has, but no more, because we're working on mass awakening. If there's a mass awakening, then they can't play their secret games in secret societies like what JFK was shouting out, because we all know the secrets. We know how they work. We know the symbols. We know how they speak to each other. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? That was JFK's speech. He was shouting them out. But a lot of us know Vincent Fusca was at one of the rallies again, by the way. Vincent Fusca. Yeah. Yeah, you do need to have a break. Well, you need to have a break, and then you come away from it, and then you can go back. But that's when you sort of don't look in the rabbit holes. That's why when everyone says to me, oh, have you seen Q post this? Have you seen that? I go, I don't watch it anymore, because I don't need to fill my head with all the satanical stuff, because I know about that. Most of it do. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see the Q posts, because I can see it going on in the news. I can look at the Trump tweets. I don't even look at them. You can just see it when you're awake. You can see it. You can't not see it. So that's what I mean about the Great Awakening. If you can't not see it, the plan fails. What people don't understand is it's not about when you woke up years ago. It's about now. Everything's about now. And the people who go, oh, I woke up years ago, go, well, guess what? Quite a few things have changed since then, especially with the Alliance and the White Hats. Not that these people would understand that. Yeah, that's why I always say, Len, learn to love yourself. Take time out. In autumn now, it's a good time to reflect, to retreat, to be in your home anyway in the lockdown. Who cares? Like, be in your home. I know it's about like getting out and stuff like that, but retreat. It's about resting. It's about reserving your energy at the minute for what's about to come. I was in total disbelief for a month and wondered if I was actually going. It does make you feel like that. When you are awake, you can't go back to sleep. No, you can't. But what is hard is seeing close friends and family. Yes, exactly. Refusing to wake up. Yeah, it is. That's the hardest thing, Mary, because I have that with close people near me, and they just won't have it. There's a lot that I've woke up. There's others that I can't. I only have to mention a little something, and they blow up. And I believe it's because they don't want to be burst out the bubble. Some of them know, but they don't want that whole like it might have sent them somewhere. But I'm sorry, it's got to happen. Out of trauma, you will go through the pain, but you'll get over it. As Andy and some of you've just said, it was painful, but once you learn how to come away from it and learning that the only way we get through this is to see the truth, process it, and then comes the solutions, if you get what I'm saying. And that's how I see it now. That's why I don't go looking at Q stuff. I don't need to, but I'm still part of the Q team. Well, not their team, but their, how would you say it, patriotic support, because it was a tool to help people research themselves and question everything like you should be doing. You shouldn't be just believing such and such a body because they've got this channel on YouTube and the news and so on and so forth. That's just ridiculous. There is real fear, and I think many are afraid to. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people are in fear. They're afraid to admit they're in fear, so they either shut up, don't say anything, or they all go ballistic. So, but if they knew the truth of why they're in fear, because it's put on them by the mainstream media. Remember, the last one to go down is mainstream media. Q has always said that from the beginning, and that will be the last one to go down. Or they're going to start reporting on truth. There's quite a few things coming out now that are starting to report. Well, there's things that have been reported for ages, but I can't wait. It doesn't matter if they try to stop the election, they lie, which the Democrats will, so it'll be fun to see what they're going to do. Even if for a few days they say that he hasn't won when he has and all that, it doesn't really matter. They can't stop what's coming. It's coming either way. They will be pulled down. They are being pulled down. So like I said, all these people who sit there and they say, oh, QAnon's this, QAnon's that, are going with the media because that's what the media is saying as well. And also, they're not looking at the actual facts out there. The people who have stepped down, the people who have been found dead, the people who have been fired from high up positions since Trump got in. So, and it's all out there in documentation, and people still poo-hoo it. They still want to go, ridicule people like me and other people, as you'll find that in your own life, off YouTube. They just ridicule. That's why I say, not bothered. Let's just watch what happens. Let's see what side you stand on. Let's see who's going to look like, not I told you so, but who's going to look silly for putting certain videos out, maybe. Because I wouldn't be putting certain videos out about Trump if I didn't know it was true, like some people have been doing. Many folks happy to have their information redigested via MSM. Exactly. Yes, Len, I'm content with my spirit now. I'm content with mine. I don't try. Wait, no, that's what I've said. There's no point trying to awaken anyone now because it's done. I don't mean it's done. People are waking because they will only fight you. They'll resist, they'll push back, but they're gonna see all you're here for now, in this time now, just like Ralph Smart said on Infinite Waters, is to be the light, to raise your frequency. So when they look at you, when they find out and say, well, how are you still smiling? How are you still, like, you're not in shock? It's so you can tell your story, like I tell mine on here, of how you woke up, you realised, you did your research, you went through the pain and the heartache, 3 months, 5 months, whatever it was, and then you got round it. You realised why things are the way they are in the world that they project to us, and we've been lied to and all that, and you sort of get over that and you think, right, and then they will realise that they can get through it because you can get through it. This is what this whole thing's about helping people. But still, other people want to attack. But they will attack because there's a lot of dark energy going about. And like I said, and I said to someone today, I was chatting to him, because everybody's consciousness is out there energetically, whatever it is fearing, there is a lot of fear. So you're going to pick up on that energetic soup out there of fear, and other people are. So the people more in fear are going to pick more fear up. I am not in fear, so I'm not picking up on fear, because I believe with millions around the world, we're going to see it play out. It's not going to be pretty, because this is a war we're in. We never came out of World War I and II. A lot of us know that. We're already in World War III. Never went anywhere. And the biggest one of it is a spiritual warfare, because it's on your spirit, your mind, everything. So, like I said, yeah, it's very unbelievable that we are being lied to on a massive scale. And that's the problem most people have. Because it's a massive scale, people can't believe it. They'll go, oh, you can't say such and such body's doing this, and you can't say Netflix has put that out, well, and this out, and it's lying. It's funny that, because Netflix don't support Trump. That they will do soon. Every channel goes after Trump, everywhere. It's just President Trump will win. Yeah, he will win all the states, because in America, what's the deal with America, JP, or anyone in America, with the whole thing of how they vote? Because it's not done on... Is it done on the states or I can't remember what the state is. So he'll win anyway because he's winning all the states. Or however it is that you can get so many numbers, but you win it by the whatever it is. I know what I'm talking about. So a great clip of Dan detailing what the 3-letter agencies knew and when they knew it. Booms are coming. They are coming. I've been saying this for 3 years. Yes, get rid of Emmet Frequency, because Emmet Frequency, if it's the right person I'm thinking it is from the other channel that trolls. If it's you, and I've seen you over there, and I don't appreciate it. So yeah, Electoral College, yeah, that's it. So he's, you know, he's going to win anyway. Because it's the same sort of name and the same sort of circle thing going on in a green one in someone else's channel. Don't appreciate it at all. Tell you as it is. So yeah, beyond stealth mods, beyond stealth, stealth under the radar. I'm glad I voted last weekend so I don't have to go near polls. Yeah, you know, so like I said, people who put videos up about people are acting like mainstream media. And it's funny because the people in their chats are all the same sort of mindset. Hate, fear, hate, jealousy, hate. No facts, no nothing. And because people don't see, like those channels that have been doing that, just shows you for an example. This is all the reason why I can talk about. I'm just showing you an example. Is yeah, we're voting by heart. Is they do this, and then the people in their chat, it's a bit like mainstream media. They only believe what that person's saying. They don't go and research. They don't go and watch a lot of my videos. They don't go and see that I've been positive from day dot. I've had oracle cards and tarot cards for quite a while. Because this person's going after me on that level now, trying to call me out, saying Pisces are rubbish and whatever because I'm a Pisces. A lot of people who were talking out Pisces, by the way, making up something in the head about their star sign and my star sign because someone told them that a Pisces would copy them. But it's a bit like, oh, right, so I'm a Pisces, it must be me. They didn't say the name. And also going against the fact that putting little videos up, going check this out. Some other tarot reader calling false tarot readers out and Pisceans. Well, I'm not a tarot reader that does it for money. I do it for myself and always have done. So yeah, get out the trolls TikTok. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, you know what I mean? But like I said, like MSM, those people won't go and research, they'll just believe what people say in the chat. And they just take snippets and edit stuff and put little stupid parts up where I've said something. You know, and it's ridiculous. Pisces are cosmic thinkers. They are, Len. Everyone has their own thing in their star sign, but I think this person's getting jealous. But a lot of people like Ralph Smart's a Pisces. Who else did I find out was a Pisces lately? And I was quite surprised. I can't remember. They are, because they're a fish. They're in the cosmic waters. Waters above, waters below. And I'm on the cusp of Aquarius, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. So isn't that funny? We're coming out of the age of Pisces, and we're just rippling into the age of Aquarius. Isn't that funny that I'm on the cusp because my birthday is the 20th of February? So interesting, isn't it? But yeah, who said the other day that they are a Pisces? And I was like, no way. I knew Infinite Waters was. There's quite a few people. I was like, oh, I think Jen McCarthy is, if I'm not mistaken. Can understand why. Those people don't like them people either. So, you know, they're calling them out. Yeah, well, it's funny you say that, Astral Thief, because that person is Capricorn and they keep bringing that up. Like, it's only the Capricorn people that know the truth. How ridiculous is that? Doesn't go off your star sign if you're awakened or not. Do you know what I mean? That is just ridiculous. You know, that's like saying, oh, I'm a Pisces and none of you lot are awake because I'm a Pisces. It's like, right, okay. That makes sense. Not. So, yeah. I'm moon in Pisces. Oh. But yeah, like I said, it's just interesting, isn't it? And interesting that there's a lot of these energies going about. Yeah, Visca Pisces is the V-cut Pisces. We are in the V-cut Aquarius. Yeah, exactly, John Reynolds, exactly. So it's funny that, isn't it? And and I always laugh about this, and it's jokingly, and someone will go, she's probably in her ego. My name, Janine, because Dolly's a nickname, Somebody, I'm not even going to say it, somebody go and Google, yeah, we know what Google is, but go and Google the Hebrew meaning of Janine, Janine, and then someone else go and Google the Hebrew name for Dolly. Now, Dolly's a nickname. Names don't even sound the same. But somebody, please just all go and do it now. If you've got a phone here, you go and Google the Hebrew. I think it's a Hebrew meaning for Janine and the Hebrew meaning for Dolly, which I thought was hilarious. As Q says, there's no such things as coincidences. I just like to say this because it rattles people's feathers. I think it's funny. But then again, I think it's hilarious because it came in my head the other week. I wonder what Dolly is in Hebrew. It's the same meaning. How can it be the same meaning? I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. No, I want someone to come up with it. I will tell you, but I'm going to see if anyone, I'll just give you a few minutes, see if anyone comes up with it. I think it was a Hebrew. Synchronicity, yeah. Well, yeah, it is a synchronicity. Yeah, exactly. It's not a coincidence. I just want to see if anyone can find it. Or was it just me? Yes, thank you. Gift from God. Janine in Hebrew means gift from God. Now, someone go and Google Dolly. Thank you, Maria. Gift from God. And Charlie Freak, I think he's ruffled someone's feathers because he was talking about Pisceans being something of God, as in, I don't know if it's something about the waters, isn't it? I thought, well, yeah. I mean, we are all from God, you know what I mean? But just saying, I can read and write a bit in Hebrew. Ooh. It'll probably ruffle people's feathers. It'll give them something to bloody do a video on it. Like, Dolly thinks she's God or she's in, or we're all a gift from God. But I'm just saying that is what actually my name says. And you can go and Google it yourself. That's why I just asked you in chat, because they can't say, oh, it's just Dolly saying that. Well, it's not. Hi, Sky. Yes, Amiri's just put gift from God. Dolly. Dolly means gift from God. So how do I get given a nickname, Dolly, as in she's a bit Dolly, daydream. She's always got a head in the clouds. I've always been like that. Always been like that. So how can a nickname, Dolly, that sounds nothing like Janine, be the same meaning? Just thought that was funny. Yeah, we see you as well, Emmett. Don't worry. We see you. See, these people say we see you. They're always like, oh, she's dark. She's this, that, and the other. I know, it's funny, isn't it? It's Len. Well, I just wanted to bring it up because I thought it was funny. But these people just troll. And there'll be other accounts. And now I will say, because I know these people are watching, this lady who trolls me, yeah, the present, yeah, exactly. I mean, it should be in the present, is many meanings behind it. Is she talks about people emailing her about something I've done or said, which I haven't. What this person doesn't realise is there's somebody, I hope they're watching, in America. It's a man who has a channel who has tried to troll me for quite a long time. He makes accounts up, new accounts, and I just block him, delete him, because that's how you deal with people like that. And he still comes in. And I know this person will know him, she will know him because he's one of her followers. And when you go to his channel, he hasn't got many subscribers. He does a lot of things where he doesn't talk to the camera. He films in negative, whatever you call it, the camera thing. And he's always come in and said nasty things about the devil and you're part of this and you're part of that. Nasty, because that side are very in low negative vibrating energies. And that's why I know I put two and two together. And when I saw him, his name something devil, and I did take a picture of it, by the way, and it was on her comments and she'd commented back to him. And he goes under very many different names, and I've worked out who it is now. That just shows me a lot of where these people come from. And I'm wondering if that's a person who's been trying to cause a lot of crap with her, maybe, because when people Chinese whisper about stuff that's not going on and they make things up to cause trouble, because some people love trouble and drama and they love watching it go on between people. That's what people do. So I just thought that was very interesting. Very, very interesting. So this person, I believe, needs to look at the circle of friends that she's accumulating, on YouTube, and elsewhere. You know, it's like I said, in the world we live in, the world that we know isn't the true world of what they've been projecting. This is why Q came out. This is why the awakenings happened. People have to be seen and brought to justice. And it's not just a case of going, oh, let's be friends, let's do this, let's do that. Oh, it's all right. No, it's not all right. Like I said before, it's not all right what these people have done. You may be able to understand when you realise what's got in and how deep things lie, but the act will never be forgiven with these people. I'm not talking about these people who troll me, I'm talking about these elitists. But yeah, it's just mad. Like I said, a lot of dark energies about, a lot of dark still in people that need to release stuff, you know. Now is not the time to be squabbling. Now is there's a lot of it going on. Now is the time to be, yeah, I've got me sparkles on today for Halloween. It's the time to be really uplifting people. 45 and 17, thank you. 45 people watching, 17 thumbs up. Q's in the house and so is President Trump. Just something to say. So, if you are watching, because we know the Alliance watches, some people will laugh at that. Let's show the Alliance what we've got for Samhain Halloween. It's just gone up now. We've got the Trumpkin. We've got the Trumpkin. Instead of a pumpkin, me and Finn did the Trumpkin. Well, that'll trigger some people. Hey, we like to be in a higher vibrancy. I told you I'd be on one today. We're lifting the veils. Not really there anymore. It's Halloween, the veil is thin. So I'm just saying, yeah. Ancestors, people who've passed, that's what I'm celebrating tonight. The Trumpkin. Halloween will never be the same again because now you have to do the Trumpkin. Do the Trumpkin. That's how I troll people. Oh, yes. It's sad, really. Surround yourself. Yeah, exactly. Surround yourself with darkness and it will, exactly, it will consume you. That's why I'm doing a chat on Monday about certain stuff, because it's the same. Yeah, if you surround yourself with dark people and people that just love to thrive, hi Ribbler, is it? Love to thrive in drama and hate and ping-ponging back on people's channels, you'll get more of it. Who wants to reside in that, especially with what's going on? I would say, you know, these people need to just sit back and see what's going on for the next couple of weeks and see what comes out. You know, you don't put a video up of someone talking about David Icke, and I'll just mention that again because this is what this person did. A silly little video with me saying, quoting David Icke. What the funny thing was because it was hilarious, because this was supposed to be a video that was bringing me down to show me that how dark I am, was I did quote David Icke a bit ago. It doesn't mean I resonate with everything David Icke says, because I don't. He doesn't like Trump, even though some people have said he started waking up to that. I don't know, because I don't watch him. It's a bit like Alex Jones. When people go on the truth journey, they came across Alex Jones, a lot of people, and then they realised Alex Jones isn't what he says he is, and he still isn't. And I'm not into Alex Jones, but he still woke a lot of people up. David Icke's woke a lot of people up. Doesn't mean, and he has got a lot of truth, but it doesn't mean I resonate with everything he says. I like Charlie Freak. Doesn't mean I resonate with everything he says. There's a lot of people out there I love watching and I shout out, but it doesn't mean I resonate with everything they say. I take what I resonate and the rest I leave behind. Because David Icke talks about reptilians. Now, whether you believe in reptilians or not, it doesn't really matter. I went through the whole thing of, or maybe there is reptilian aliens from different lands, by the way, because I went through the flat earth thing and all that, and that's not for people to shout out about. It's people's perspective. I do believe we live in a sort of realm. You know, I'm not convinced it could be wobbly. It could be inner earth. I don't know, but I know it's not what they're saying it is, because NASA lie anyway. So there's one big thing. Yeah, Charlie Freak is class, but these people hate him. Like I said, they hate on Charlie Freak, Charlie Ward, Sasha Stone, Magenta Pixie, Jen, all them people, because they believe in Trump and Q. But, what was I saying then? Hi Dolly, thanks for your presence. Have you ever seen Dorian Dotton? She has some great advice on sound. I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got a sidetracked then. Ike. Yeah, I get Ike on a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we said about reptilians. So a while ago, I was like, yeah, maybe it is ET. Who knows? It could be reptilians. Oh, everyone shouts the Queen. And that's where people get thrown off because they go, what do you mean? Shapeshifters. I'm not really bothered at the end of the day. If it's human, then I say it's a reptilian brain. We all have a reptilian brain. People more in the left mind are reptilian, I think, because, yeah. But a reptilian, I see it as, is now, because you go through things and the thing is with people's truth, it's ridiculous what these people say. You go through things, you go through some rabbit holes. I might say things out loud on YouTube because I'm going through the process at the time and you're watching me go through the process. And I'll say something. And then a few weeks later, a couple of months later, I might have changed my mind on something. So this person has said before, oh, you're contradicting yourself. No, it's not. I'm contradicting myself. I've now looked at it differently and thought, well, maybe it's not that, maybe it's this. And that doesn't matter. So how I see reptilian now, yes, I do believe I see stuff. Yeah, I mean, people have said about they've seen people's eyes turning reptilian. I'm surprised someone hasn't done a video on me yet, because, oh, she's got, do you know what I mean? But I see it more now as, if there is, there is. I'm not bothered about anything. I'm not bothered about it. I've said before, if a spaceship landed in my garden, if whatever's going under it, whatever, I'm quite open. I'm not, everything I've looked at and gone through, whether I've dropped something, don't believe it, it doesn't matter because the world's batshit crazy and I know the world's not what they're saying it is and, so on and so on. So how I see reptilian now, whether it is or not, is reptilian brain, because we have a reptilian brain. People who go in fear go in a reptilian brain because it's the thing of survival. But also, to me, if you're reptilian, you're cold-blooded. So if you're cold-blooded, you have no empathy, no sympathy, no love. You're separated from love, source, God. You're not bothered about if people get killed or you're eating children or whatever they want to put out their satanic rituals because that isn't love. That's separated from source. They don't care. That's why Q said they'd be eradicated off the earth. They never would care. I don't even think they could be rehabilitated, whatever the word is, because that is their nature is more reptilian. We're not reptilian. So, and I'm very a lot like in my right brain, very and that's why people get put off by David Icke. But that doesn't mean I follow David Icke. I've got my own mind. Yes, there's certain bits he says, like there's certain bits everyone said, even their channels, there's certain bits that they say that I'm into, and there's certain bits that I say they're into. It's ridiculous. Yeah, beetle brains. Yeah, I see in Alex Jones' eyes do the right. Well, the thing is, Alex Jones was shouted out on Q ages ago for being a traitor, but Q has also said, I don't mean about him, but Q has also said disinformation was needed as well. So, people need to get a grip of themselves. Yeah, as I type cold-blooded, well, I think of a reptilian. A reptile. They're cold-blooded, aren't they? Or is that just me? Is that just me? Am I making that up? Or is that what a reptile is? Hi, Dolly, there are days and numbers now, happy days ahead. Yes, there is, Jimmy. There's happy days ahead. It's not going to look like that for a bit for some. Because like I said, when this election's done, when he wins, because he will win, and whatever happens, even if they try to postpone it, even if there's a couple of days of darkness, I think we're already going in the 10 days of darkness now. And I don't think that's 10 days of darkness as your phones are going off. It's just 10 days of darkness of people losing the shit. Yeah, they're cold-blooded, aren't they? So that's how I think. Reptilians, they don't care. They don't care if someone gets killed or they're doing it, a bit like Hillary Clinton. They have no empathy. And even if they've been programmed to be that way, they just have no empathy. They're dead behind the eyes. It's like them on that side. They've done videos of me and said I'm dead behind the eyes, and then took a really crappy video of me where my eyes look shifty, obviously, because when you're on slow-mo, you do look like that. Do my eyes look dead? Because to me, they're quite bright. Do my eyes look dead? No, I've got glitter on. But do my eyes, you can tell a lot by people's eyes. So, I'm not on anything. I don't take anything. I might have dreads in. Doesn't mean I'm quite clear-minded. So, thank you. But do my eyes look like full of darkness and evil and deceit? Because these people, you get these people who've been in the, that queue have shouted out, all these ones that go against Trump, and they're all very dark-eyed. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm quite animated because I'm quite expressional. I've always been like that. Yeah, I mean, personally, me, myself, I think my eyes are quite full of, light. Yeah, I think sites could be going down. I mean, they have been taking sites down, but I think they'll be turning soon where all the bad sites will be going that down. All the ones who are putting lies out, all the ones that have been nefarious anyway, for what they do now, they communicate with kids and stuff like that, they'll all be going down. And I think the good people will be left. Yeah, that's what I got told, JP. Yeah, that's what the person did on the video. It's ridiculous. Not just one person, another person that this person says they're not in contact, but they are because it's someone off their channel. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they say going to be several weeks of riots. That's why the military are coming in to sort the riots out. Ian, we're gonna see a bit of shit. The shit needs to be seen because that's why a lot of people are going to wake up. They have to see the shit that's gone on. They have to see it in front of their eyes. That's why Q said the people can't be told, they're going to be shown, because you have to be shown. You can't tell people, and that's a fact, because out there, when you wake up and you try to wake people up, even people that have tried to wake us up years past, you can't tell people. You've got to see it with your own eyes, and that's why Q came out with how to research this. But now we're going to start seeing it in your faces. Media dropping stuff, everyone losing the shit, and that is why. My entire breakdown of what I think is going on might be the correct version, but I don't think I have it all figured out yet. I believe that space doesn't exist and that all the NASA... Yeah, I mean, space, I think it's a space around us personally. This space around us. So if anything is coming in from anywhere, because I do believe in other beings, they're coming from within you, because that's the space within you. Remember the film Inner Space? Comes within you. Other lands, been through all that. And also demons and stuff like that, energies, entities, they're within you as well because it's your thought forms and they latch onto them. That's why you're supposed to raise your vibrancy. Hi, Rennie. Yes, space is water. Yes, it is. That's why it's fluid. Like this space here is just, to me, the molecules are so small, you can breathe it. It's not like dense water. So where they're bigger, that's how I sort of see it. Where lifting, rising. So it's water. Water's crystal anyway. It's just a fluid. That's why I say I'm Pisces, swimming in the oceans, as above, so below. Swimming, water, but I'm also on the cusp of Aquarius, water again. What was it? Jesus walked on the water. We're all walking in it, on it. We are these little spaceships. But yeah, I think that as well. Inner space, baby, that's where it's at. Yeah, inner space, the film Inner Space. It's your inner space. It's this space here. It's my space, my universe. Inner space, what's going on within you? Yeah, we are 70% water, exactly. And that's why most of us know when you've gone through certain things. Dr. Emoto talked about, what you say to water. I've done that experiment twice on YouTube a few years ago. What your thoughts change you. So if your body's made of 70% of water, as we know, that's why I say be careful how you speak to yourself. It affects your bodily waters. If you're drinking crap water with fluoride in, which calcifies your pineal gland and all that, as most of us know, and I've just brought a new distiller because my other one broke. A lot of things came in when I was drinking distilled water. That's why you've got to be careful. So if you're speaking out around you, in the waters around you, and your body, because that's what brings in, like Dr. Emoto, thoughts are thought forms. They come in, they manifest. So when you're speaking out loud, that's why you've got to be careful what you're putting out here, what you're speaking out loud. I don't mean, you've said something to your kid like all the time. It's basically what you focus on a lot will come in. And that's why I say to this other person, they need to focus on their own shit. They need to focus on their own business. I've said before and said again, people go on about manifesting and they talk about manifesting, yet they do what they do. And then they wonder why certain stuff's coming in, they blame other people. What you focus on is what you bring in. If you're a negative person and all you stand around is negative people and you're not learning to let go of all that, you will have negative experiences, not through anybody else's fault, through your own fault of your own. If you start bringing in the positivity, looking for the silver lining, speaking. Sometimes we have to speak a bit abruptly, like Trump does, and people don't like it because you have to speak the truth. But we're talking about the main thing you focus on, your thoughts throughout the day, all day. where you're putting your focus on constantly, the universe will give you back. So if you're, keep your nose on your own face. I love that. If you're constantly talking crap, putting negative things out with the words that you say, what can I say? You're going to bring it back in. HP is potential. Oh, and I'd just like to say as well, I think Charlie Freak spoke on this, but I've said this before. I think it was months ago. It was ages ago. My granddad is not here anymore, but is here in spirit realm, not in a, this matter, in a different form. Now, my granddad, when I was younger, I'm sure this person is going to say I stole this off him now because they're deluded. My granddad, when I was younger, used to say good morning, obviously, in the morning. And I used to always go, And it was a bit of a joke where he used to go, oh, she's so grumpy, like, gonna get her to say good morning. And I just used to go, hiya. I didn't used to say anything, but if people say good morning, I don't normally say good morning. I've always said hi or hiya. Good morning has never felt right. And it's really funny because I think it was Charlie Freak said it, I think it was today, but I've heard someone say it before and I thought, no wonder that makes sense because we all know words, the spells and that. Good morning. What are you mourning? You're already setting your intention of good morning. You're mourning something. I'm not mourning anything. I've always said hi, higher. That makes more sense now. If you think about it, this is the way I like to look at things. Higher, because we're raising higher. We're raising our frequencies higher. So why not be higher in life? Higher. Or I think Charlie Freak said today, which was quite funny, morning. No, it wasn't morning. Good. Did he say good higher? I can't remember what he said, but it just makes me laugh because I think that as well. Hang on a minute. So yeah. I'm not going to stay on for long because I haven't got I'm on my phone and YouTube wouldn't let me go on my tablet, wouldn't let me go on my computer. So I'm just saying, when you evolve, you go through many different stages and different things and beliefs and stuff, and then you drop certain beliefs and you go on to something else. That's what I've done. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not someone contradicting themselves, and I will stand up for what I believe in, and I don't have anyone taking my light or dimming it down or trying to make out as if I'm something I am not. This person doesn't know me and never will do because they don't understand me. They can't understand me because they're not understanding themselves. So, like I said, vibrate high, help the people you can. It's not about waking people up anymore. It's just about being the higher vibration so people can see that for what's about to come. That is very important. More than anything, more than me talking about Cure Trump, that's the highest thing you can do right now is be the light. No matter what goes on from now till the 3rd and onwards, keep vibing so people can come to you and say, well, have you heard about this, the world and everything? And you're like, look, and this is how we all get together. United we are, but it doesn't mean you have to be in certain people's communities to do that because I can't vibrate around people who want to bring other people down and who want to stay in a lower frequency. I'm not about that. How can I do that? I am not lowering my frequency to be somewhere else when I'm trying to raise everybody up. I've got to do this within myself as well. I have a family. Like I said, I don't have to come on here doing this. I could easily walk away, but I know within me, this is what I was meant to be doing. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in Q. Doesn't matter if you're not liking Trump at the minute. I don't care. I'm here to raise people's vibrations. I'll always be here as long as I love talking on here because that's one of the other things I love doing. So no matter when this goes and I'm talking about something else and I'm bringing other things in, I'm talking about my artwork and I'm showing that and I'm showing what I do, I'll do that as long as I feel I need to. As long as I'm still loving it, I'll be on it. As long as people are getting something out of it, a few people, I'll be here. I know the messages people have sent me and the new messages that are coming in and people see through the bullshit of what other people are trying to do. So, like I said, thank you, but Dolly, we appreciate and love you. Yeah, so don't worry about my vibration. It's not going to get dragged down by others, but we have to talk about it sometimes because things need to be talked about. These other people need to go and talk to other people and sort themselves out. I'm not interested with that side. All I'm interested is the chat room that I have that You know, you're beautiful, and you're trying to get through it, and I want you to get through it. And thank you, Laurie. And that's all I'm about. Doesn't matter if I've got things wrong or upside down, or I might have said that then. I'm just trying to evolve myself. We all are. And that's what I want for everybody. Thank you, Kat. And I'm sure the people who can see that can see. The people who can't see that, if they can't see it, that's fine. You can't see it. So you'll believe what you want to believe. You'll believe I'm this, you'll believe I'm that. That's up to you. You go and do what you got to do, and I'll do mine. I'm here to raise people's vibrations because I know what's about to hit. And like I said with the story I told you before with what's happened with somebody, what are people doing? Go and really look at yourself, you know. And this is about service to others as well. So that's where I lie with it tonight. I should be on Monday. I'm definitely on Tuesday. Oh, well, just let's see what YouTube are doing, but you know what I mean. So, like I said, if you're new, you can find me on Dolly Daydream on Instagram. You can also find my other page on there, Dolly Llama Designs, and you will see me and Llama. Oh yes, Trump 2020. So, like I said, it's me and the llama. It's me and the Trumpkin. The Trumpkin. We've got the Trumpkin going on. Where we go one, we go all. Raise your vibrations. Don't let anyone ever dim your light. If you believe you're doing something good, then do it. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you. Thank you all for coming in. I can't shout the names out because my battery's just about to die, but at least I got the message out there. I love you all. I think you're great. You're an absolute beautiful chat. I think people get jealous of that because you're all absolutely wonderful. You're all helping each other. It's the best. This is why I love coming on, because of you lot in chat. I give you a frequency and you give it me back. That's an energy exchange. That's what it's all about. So I'll see you soon. Bye. I can't get off.